Hello, welcome to the Big Pine R&M Radio. We're your hosts,
Rachel
and Marielle. Today for our interview, we have our wonderful senior, Isael. So, Isael, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as she said, I'm a senior. I'm 17 years old, and I'm the youngest of the bunch. And I have a sister. I got my two loving parents, my grandparents. I have one grandma that passed away, and I have a lot of cousins. A lot of them go to this school, and that's all I think of so far.
Yeah, so, getting right into our questions, what was your child life like? Did you always live here in Big Pine?
Yeah, I was born in Bishop, California, and I spent all my life in Big Pine, mostly exploring the whole area. Most of my childhood I would be at my grandparents' house, and I spent literally most of my life there, and that's where I learned a lot of things, like a lot of lessons, and that's also where I learned most of my Spanish. And a lot of things happened at my grandparents' house. We played so many games. We would always play like hide and seek, and like especially at night, like because that'll be like the party house. Like that's where everybody goes for like, whatever. And yeah, me and my cousins would always play hide and seek. We always find the most random places. Like at some point I was hiding in a roof. Like it was insane. Like inside of an old car, inside of like the engine, because it didn't have an engine, and I would hide inside the engine bay.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It was interesting. But yeah, that was most of my childhood.
That seems pretty nice. That reminds me a lot of mine. From like 6 years ago?
But that's kind of the realest thing, though.
Okay, so you grew up here in Big Pine. Have you always gone to this school then?
Yeah, I've attended this school since kindergarten, and only me and one other senior have been here since kindergarten.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So, what kind of sports clubs, different things like that, have you done throughout school?
Well, my first sport I started with when I was younger was baseball, and I didn't really grow a liking to that, but I did it for like a few years, and then after that, I'm pretty sure I joined flag football in 6th grade, I believe. Yeah, I never did that again. that was a no-go. And then I joined basketball. Basketball was a big one. I started in freshman year, and I did not have the best liking to it, but everybody would always want me to play, so I eventually just kept on going with it. It was worth it. I learned new skills, all kinds of things. Actually, I learned to play with the team. It was nice. And then recently, I started track last year, and I would say that's probably my favorite sport now.
Oh, nice.
Track is my favorite. I have my first track meet tomorrow, actually, on Saturday. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
I'm so excited. That's gonna be great.
It's gonna be fun. Trust me.
Yeah.
You want to say it?
No, I was gonna be like, I haven't gone to any of the actual the practices, so I can't really go.
It's okay.
Okay.
There's plenty of more practices to go.
Yeah, I just need to get my paper filled out, but we're all good. Okay, so you're doing track right now. You're having a lot of fun. So talking about school right now, what's one of your favorite subjects?
That's a hard one. I have I would say history, but only certain certain subjects, or parts. But I'd also like math, but I like graphing. That's why. I'm really good with graphing. And science. Actually, I really like science. I like chemistry. Chemistry was really fun for me. and a little bit of physics. I like learning about like electromagnets and stuff. That's interesting. It's just the mathing part for that is just a little too much. A little too much.
Scared.
No, me too.
Nah, don't worry. Like, as long as you keep your notes, you're good.
Yeah. How has school been treating you as a senior?
Pretty good. I'd say it's pretty good. You know, sometimes they let me slack off a little bit and let me off the hook on that, which is, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, I'll take it, but sometimes I catch myself. I'm like, ooh, you gotta do your work, buddy boy. So yeah. But you know, pretty well.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite memories from going to school here? You told us about some really good ones during the whole senior interview. Yeah,
I would say the 8th grade trip. That was something. Even like when we talk about like the what's it called? The chili peppers. That was hilarious. Thankfully, I didn't do it. What's it called? There were some cheaters. Some of them said like I don't know if you guys were there for Derek and Michael.
I knew both of them for a brief time. Yeah,
they used to come. They left after 8th grade, but they were part of the challenge. But they never took the freaking chili peppers. So, yeah, they like they said they did, but we found the chili peppers dumped on the side, like in the like hidden in the dirt, and then but like just seeing the people who actually ate them, like ooh, that was. Like Nathan, ooh, that was a bad one. Like at some point he was just sitting on a rock, and one of my friends goes up to him. He's like, bro, don't hold it, just let it out. As soon as he said let it out, he ran straight and but he had he drank like a bunch of red Kool-Aid before that, so he was just spewing red.
Oh,
so that was hilarious.
Gosh.
And then I remember when everybody was throwing up, basically, I was in the tent with Chance. And he was like telling me how bad his stomach hurt, and we were just like talking a little bit, and he was just laying there with his hands on his stomach, and he was like, oh, "Bro, I do not feel good," and I'm like, "Dude, just go." And next, you know, like he's like, "No, I'm good." And then like not too long later, he gets up so fast and just runs straight out of the tent.
Oh my gosh!
And he didn't even go that far. Like I was like still able to see him, and he was just like hunched over and just throwing up. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
that's rough. Our 8th grade trip was so boring. Like
really?
No, it was bad.
It was
so windy.
Oh.
And we couldn't even get out of our tents. Like one of our classmates brought like this huge tent, and because of the wind, it snapped and it broke. Like the metal pole snapped.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Then I almost blew away, but
yeah, she was in a tiny one-person tent. Okay, enough about us. Thinking about all your memories back at school, what do you think is one of the things you'll miss most about here? Like memories, like teachers, people?
I would say I'm definitely gonna miss the people here. You know, a lot of people have a lot of character. Like everybody's so different, and like everybody has their own character.
Yeah.
So I would say like I'm gonna miss a lot of like people here, especially like I'm saying one of the only reasons why I come to school is just to see my friends. Mm-hmm. Like I like seeing my friends here. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like that's gonna be the heartbreaking part. You know, you're not gonna be able to see your friends like every day at some point.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I'm gonna miss. And yeah, I might miss the teachers a bit, you know. They're cool. Some of them are cool, you know. But mostly my friends.
Yeah, that's a big part of it, I guess. I wonder, like, what do you think would happen? Like, do you think you guys would still stay friends after school or talk? Because, like, I've always wondered that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
We say we might, but hearing stories from my mom, like that's like you would have to have like a strong connection. Like you would have to like talk to each other every day, considering that some of us are gonna be going on our own paths. Yeah. Because I'm not gonna stay here after high school for very long. But I saw there was another question for that. But I'm just saying, like we'll do our best to like stay in touch, keep our group chats together, and not leave them. And you know, at some point in time, we'll just all come back together. Hang out, have a campfire or something like that. What we used to do. Like, that's one of our favorite things to do is just have a campfire somewhere and go camping. You know, just chill.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I hope you guys manage to do a lot with your lives even after school because like there's a lot to do out there, you know.
And I feel like with your guys' class, like you're all different, but you're all the same in so many ways that that it's great. It's you all bring such great personalities. Like all of you seem to be really nice people. Like you never seem to have bad days, or like if you are, like you can't really tell. Mm-hmm. It's a great vibe, and I'm definitely gonna miss that next year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. How about talking about lives after school? What are your plans for when you graduate?
Mm-hmm. My plans. Well, starting from the start, so far I'm already started my barbering business. But after high school, I plan to attend a barber college to get my to help me study for my barber's license, and honestly just grow from there. I'll start at a random barber shop, get some money there, and my main goal is to open my own barber shop.
Nice. Yeah, I think that would be really good for you. I've seen some of your cuts; they're quite good.
Thank you.
I will say. But kind of shifting to a different subject. How did you find out you wanted to do what you chose?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think it was just one day I was just scrolling on TikTok and I was just so many barber videos were coming on my feed, and I'm like, this is interesting, and the more I watched, I was look, that's actually, I feel like it's a good job I can do. I'm inside, I can be inside, but I'm still moving around, because for me, I cannot sit down. I have to be moving to work.
Yeah.
So, so when I realized for barbering, it's just a lot of hand motion, I was it's not that bad, So I just thought of the idea. I was maybe I could start barbering, and yeah, it's almost been a year now of barbering for me. I started last year in, I think March. No, April. I'm pretty sure I started in April, and I wasn't the best at the start, but one of my little cousins was one of my big guinea pigs, and from there they helped me improve over the time. And after a while, I started taking a really strong liking to it, and I was this is actually something I really want to do. Mm-hmm. So I was that's when I chose that path. Originally I was going to do mechanic.
Oh, nice.
Which is still an option, but that's my plan B, basically. If things don't work out, I'll go to a mechanic school, something like that.
Yeah. I worked for a mechanic for a while. They do pretty good for themselves.
They do.
Yeah. Well, I hope you do well in your barber shop.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Wish you the best in that. Okay, what kind of advice do you have for younger high school students, that don't know really what they want to do right now? Or
I'd say explore everything. Figure out what are things that you like to do, and if there's an opportunity where you can get a job, take it. I used to work at Manzanar, which was really unexpected. I didn't expect I would actually be working at Manzanar. So, and that was that's how I found out working, doing a lot of hands-on working. That's my thing. So that's what I said. If you are given an opportunity for work that you're you wouldn't think it might be the best for you, still try it out to see if what if it actually is,
For sure.
And some more advice: just take every opportunity. Honestly, just in general, if you have if someone invites you to do something, do it, or else you'll miss out.
That was seriously one of the things that I was on this year. I didn't even know if I wanted to do summer camp or science camp, sorry. And I think you were the one who was well, you should do it. It's fine. The kids are great. And
some kids are great.
Some of the kids are great.
Some kids would be great.
There were a few incidences during that week that I was okay. But other than that, they were great kids, and even more, I became friends with a group of people, and they're amazing. We don't hang out much anymore, but we still all keep in contact, and that was all because people were urging me to do it, and I'm so happy I made that decision. and I think I'm going to do it for the next 4 years.
And I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know, it's really fun. You know, learn a lot from like many kids' perspectives and other people. You know,
It's great. I think that, and it gives you, like, I guess, work experience. Like, if you want to go and work with, like, kids, I think it gives you great work experience for that. But anyways, kind of closing it up, is there anything else you would like to say?
You know, not that I think of. You know, I already said everything.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that has been our interview today. I'd say it was a great one, just like the last few have been. And hopefully we can do more senior interviews like this.
Yeah.
Please stay tuned for the next episode, and we will see you all next time. Bye.